Hello class 703. Today is Friday, March 20th, 2020, and today we're going to be doing TOPS 2 workbook, page 55 to 58. So, if you guys could, open your workbooks to page 55 and we'll get started. Now, on page 55, what we're doing is listen to the teacher saying and write the word, then color the transportation picture. Okay, so I'm going to say the words, and you guys are going to write it down, all right? So number 1, I go to school on foot. On foot. I go to school by bike. I go to school by bike. Lisa goes to school by car. By car. He goes to school by boat. By boat. She goes to school by train. By train. I go to school by subway. I go to school by subway. They go to school by bus. By bus. Okay, so these are the answers just so you guys can see them. On foot, by bike, by car, by boat, by train, by subway, by bus. So pause the video to make sure that you have these answers correct, okay? So pause the video if you have to, but we're going to move on to the next page. So on the next page, how do you go to school? I go to school by bus. So let's do number 2. How blank he go to school? And if we look at the picture, he's on a bike. He goes to school, and then we got to fill in the blanks. Okay? So I want you guys to try and do 2, 3, and 4 by yourself. Pause the video and try by yourself, and then I will write them on the board. Okay? So pause the video while you try and do those questions, and then we will do them. Okay? So, pause. All right. So if we look, number 1 is already done. Number 2, let me get a different pen. Okay, number 2 is how does he go to school? The answer is he goes to school by bike. Okay? He goes to school by bike. So that's number 2. Let's do number 3. How does she go to school? How does she go to school? And the answer, she goes to school by car. She goes to school by car. And number 4 is a little harder because they don't give you as much information. Number 4, how do they How do they go to school? Can we see that from the, how do they, yeah, you can see it. How do they go to school? And the answer, they go to school on foot. Okay, they go to school on foot. Now, I can probably move this closer a little bit. There we go. You can see that better? Perfect. Okay. Now, make sure you have these. So pause the video and make sure they're written properly. And then we're going to move on to number 5. Okay? So number 5 is asking about you. So, here's what we're going to do. I don't know how you guys go to school, or go home, or go to Andover, but here's what you're going to say. If you're going by car, you say, I go to school by, okay, and then you say by car, by train, by boat, by subway, whatever, unless it's on foot, and then it's on foot. So do or on foot if you walk. All right, that's for number 1. Number 2, let's just do a 1. Number 2, how do you go home? So we can say I go home by, and it's the same thing. You're going to put by car, by train, by boat, by subway, or on foot if you walk home. Okay, number 3, I go to Andover by, okay, same thing. Okay, and then the bookstore, I go to the bookstore by, I go to the bookstore by, okay, so how do you go to the bookstore? By car, by train, you walk, and then bookstore. How do you feel today? This one, I feel, and then you have to tell me, I feel happy, I feel sad, I feel tired, I feel hungry. It's whatever you want, okay? So that's what we're doing for number 5. You have to fill it in using these tips, okay? So now, pause the video while you do that, and then we'll move on to page 57. So, on page 57, I'm going to erase this, okay? All right. Excuse me. On page 57, what we're doing is you have to ask your classmates, you have to ask your family members how they feel. So, if you don't have any friends, here's what we're going to do. I will pretend to be some classmates, and you have to say, write down how I'm feeling. Okay, so for my name, the first one, let's do Nick. Nick teacher, okay? How does Nick teacher feel? So you're going to say, you ask me, how are you feeling, Nick teacher? And I will say, I am feeling happy. So what you're going to write is you're going to write name, Nick teacher, and then he is feeling happy, okay? So, for that one, he is feeling happy. Can you see that? Let me see if I can write that a little clearer for you. So for me, he is feeling happy. He is feeling happy. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. Now, it might not be he, it might be she, but it's the same thing, okay? So if it's he or she. So, let's do another one, right? So we did Nick teacher. Let's say my name is, I don't know, let's say my name is John. So I am John. You say, how do you feel, John? And I'm going to say, I feel tired. Okay? So now you're going to say, he is feeling tired. That's the second one. So Nick teacher, John. Okay? So write that down. He is feeling tired. We'll do another one. So let's say my name is, I'm a girl now. So I will be, I don't know, we'll just say Emily, okay? Say, how do you feel, Emily? And she will say, I feel hungry. So now you're going to say, she is feeling hungry. That's the third one. So we have Nick teacher, John, Emily. She's feeling hungry. And then we'll do one more. Let's go with, what kind of name? I can't think of any names. We'll go with Kate. How do you feel, Kate? And then I am feeling sad. So she is feeling sad. Okay? So do that. So we have Nick teacher, we have John, we have, what was this one's name again? This was Kate, and this was, I forgot the name, Emily. So Nick, John, Emily, Kate. So do those ones and say how they feel. And then when you're done, what I want you to do is I want you to ask your family members the same thing, okay? Do the same thing with your family members as you did here. Do it right there with your family, okay? So pause the video while you do that, and then we're going to move on to page 58. Okay? So on page 58, what we're doing is we have to find the mistake and we have to correct. So I want you guys to do all of these by yourself, and then I will give you the answers, okay? So find the mistake and then correct it, all right? So pause the video while you do that, and then we'll go one by one. Okay. So, the first one, how he go to work. We're missing a word, so the mistake is right here. It's how does he go to work? That's A. So A, how does he go to work? How does he go to work? That's A. So pause the video to make sure you have that one. We're going to move on. B, I hungry. We're missing a word again. I am hungry, okay? That's B. B, I am hungry. So, the first one we forgot does, this one we forgot am. Alright? Pause the video. Let's move on. C, how does you feel? Well, this one's not does, it's how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? There's the correction there, okay? Pause the video. The next one, when is you birthday? Well, the mistake here is not you, it's your. When is your birthday? So D, when is your birthday? When is your birthday? Okay. The next one, E, Anna always dances on her birthday. Anna always dances on her birthday. Let me see what's wrong with this. That looks... Anna always dances on her birthday. Anna always dances on her birthday. Okay, that one looks okay. I don't think there's a mistake on that one, on E. Anna always dances on her birthday. Okay, so for E, there's no mistake. E is fine. Don't worry about E. Let's go to F. Its tail are long. So its tail is long. Its tail is long. So E didn't have a mistake. No mistake. F, its tail is long. And then let's go to G. For G, that's she bike. So it's going to be that's her bike for G. Okay? Is that's her bike. Okay, so pause the video to make sure you have these answers written. And that is our lesson for today, guys. If you have any questions, call or email the school. We can help you. That's it for today. I will see you guys on Monday, okay? Bye, guys.